Hello, guys. Welcome to the Unseen Podcast, Unseen Fist Podcast. I am your very bad host, Alexander Rodriguez, your Fresno Regional Champion. Let's say hi to our permanent guest, Connor Petrozinski.
I went 5-3 in VR.
Yeah, that was your cue to talk. And today, our guest is someone who top cut Bologna in Masters. Finally, a Masters person on stream. Welcome, Liam Westland.
I didn't even play VR this week, so I'm better than
Me
Connor.
neither.
Wow, crazy.
Okay, so what did you run at Bologna?
I ran Kerry Dortana's team from top four of the Portland Regional Championships. The Kyogre Ice Rider, Jugulus, Rillaboom, and Mungus Urshifu team. Yeah.
Okay, so why did you choose that team over anything else? Like, did you just like Jugulus, or like, what's the deal with it?
Uh, well, it was like I come out of Utrecht running was it Colin Here's
Lunala.
Crichton Lunala, Colin Hayes team, and I found it like one thing I didn't like about it, or two things I didn't like about it, was the lack of protect on both restricted. You had it on like the Coridon, but not the Lunala, and I feel like you need to protect on your Trick Room restricted. And the other thing was I did not like the lack of spread moves on those teams. That team, like the only spread moves was Icy Wind and Earthquake, and like I'm not. You have to waste your time with Lunala clicking Earthquake. You have to click Wide Guard to stop the spread damage on your own Pokemon. So it's just like it felt like a waste. And yeah, it's just I saw Carey was releasing a report on the team, and I like Ice Rider. It's my most successful restricted this of the game. And Kyogre is also my second most successful restricted. Both typically I ran with balanced teams, so the team kind of came naturally to me, and also like it has an insane Terrapagos matchup, which was like a big thing where if it I will not run a team to a regional, especially European regional, if it does not have a Terrapagos matchup or an insane Terrapagos matchup. And this one's like 90-10, 95-5 matchup, and that's what I really wanted going into this regional. Yeah.
Well said, well said.
On this podcast, we are massive Terrapagos haters. I hate that turtle. I hope it goes to straws. Yeah.
Oh, okay, yeah, pretty cool. How consistent is Kyogre for you? Because apparently you use it a lot. Like, do you miss often, or like, how is it?
It's like, how do I explain it? Like, Water Spout is so much better than Origin Pulse. Like, I love having the 100% accurate move, like big spread move. And then you got like the Hydro Pump, and the Hydro Pump's a pain in the ass. I swear, it's not 100%. It's not 80% accurate. It's 50% or 20%. It doesn't hit 80% of the time. The amount of games and sets I've lost, like not at Bologna, but in testing and after Bologna, has been insane. Like it's not. I refuse to believe that it's 80% accurate. It's like Play Rough. I refuse to believe Play Rough is 90% accurate. Ruination is not 90% accurate. Like
Charizard's
any
not
90
95.
exactly. Snarl. I refuse to believe Snarl is 90%. I think it's like Sacred Fire as well. Snarl and Sacred Fire, I think, are like 75%, 88, 85% accurate because they're not hitting enough for me. I don't think. Yeah, it's Kyogre in general. It's consistent, but also like when I have to click Hydro Pump, it's insanely inconsistent at the same time. So
This is a
yeah,
question I've been meaning to ask you. So we saw on stream, we're gonna go back to that a little bit later. We saw on stream, I think you missed 3 Hydro Pumps. How many
two,
other Hydro Pumps did you two?
two.
How many other Hydro Pumps did you miss during this tournament?
Uh, hmm. Not notable ones that lost me. Oh no, there was. I missed off the top of my head one more that mattered, that brought a game state down to 50-50, which I won. But like, not off the top of my head, like I'm sure I missed a few more, but they weren't ones that mattered. I think I missed a Landorus one when I had like 4 turns of Trick Room left. So I was completely fine with that because I just win on the spot anyway next turn if it hits. So yeah, just the stream ones and one from from like my first round of day two, where like if it hits, I think I just win on the spot. But I had to win the 50-50 and I got it right luckily. So
Okay, so not as bad as it could have been.
yeah, I think I got quite
Um,
lucky. Yeah.
so going into like your run, are there any like notable matchups that you want to talk about or draw attention to?
Like the Crydon, my winning in for Top Cut was such a horrifically bad matchup. Like I looked at the team sheet and I was like, "What? This is the team that's counter teaming my team." It had like the two useless ones were like Flutter and Jump Fluff. I'm pretty sure. Just pulling up now.
Mm-hmm.
Uh, what was it? It was like the Jump Fluff is definitely coming. Samterra, Grass, Ice Rider. So like even if he gets himself into a position where he can sleep powder me, there's just no point in bringing it. It's Dario Kozo, my round 11.
Okay.
Um, oh, Chiyu. Chiyu could have come. I was really threatened by the Chiyu, but he never brought it. So basically, the matchup is a horror matchup. Like it's got Goggles Wheezing, and it's got Will-O-Wisp and Taunt, which like my entire matchup into that is to try and get into Trick Room with sacrificing a Moongus or Terra watching my Moongus, bringing in Kyogre in Sun and just trying to water spout with Glacial Lance to win the game. And in this matchup, I couldn't even go into the Trick Room because he's got the Safety Goggles Wheezing, which is just ignoring the Rage Powders, which was really frustrating, and just Wisp as well, a really frustrating matchup. So I think I got like rolled game one, and then game two, I was like, I'm gonna have to make a big adjustment here. Um, and pretty much it came down to uh, it was really really big position for Jugulus. Like this matchup doesn't look like it, but it's quite a big like free Jugulus matchup if you're able to get Tailwind and Rain up. So I identified that my win condition was just kill the Weezing as soon as possible, and then just get into Tailwind with either Terra Ice Rider under Rain or my Kyogre under Rain, because at this point I would have forced the Terra on the Crydon. Like he's got Hands and Ice Rider and Shadow Rider in the back, which just like Hands is a pretty bulky Pokemon, but it's not going to like taking a +1 Glacial Lance or a +1 Nevermore Ice Glacial Lance and stuff. So yeah, and then yeah, it was just an insanely rough matchup. And then game three, it was I just decided like I'd won that for the second game like in a way that could not replicate again. So I was like, okay, I'm gonna have to make a really big adjustment game three this time. So I just led Kyogre Ice Rider, and I was like, I'm gonna have to call you out every time to win this. So like I called him out, get turn one, got it right. Turn two, got it right. Turn three, got it right. And then at that point, I just win the game because I just tailwind. I get Urshifu and Rain, uh, and then just win from that position. Yeah, yeah, it's such an insanely rough matchup. Like I would not have won that if it wasn't for Jugulus. Like Jugulus is like hard carried this matchup, but like I didn't see it game one, so yeah.
Yeah.
Damn.
Yeah,
Okay.
that's yeah.
That's an insane match, jeez.
It's
Yeah, but
such
it
a
sounds
dumb
like you
matchup. I
played.
don't like Koraidon Weezing. It's so brain dead. Like
Real.
I think I had to beat it what round 9, so it's like the first one of day two, and it was like oh yeah, it's such an insanely rough matchup, and then yeah, you just have to call everything right. Like I prefer the Dozo versions because they don't have taunt, so I can just Rage Powder, Trick Room, Spore, Glacial Lance, and just win the game. But yeah,
Mm-hmm.
but EU doesn't have the Dozo ones, so
Yeah.
Yeah, Dozo's kind of dead right now.
Good riddance. I hate that fish. I want to make it into sushi. Um,
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah. And then your final set, your elimination set versus Fede Campo. How did that go for you?
I'm so frustrated about this set. Is because um, I thought I had the bye basically. Coming out of that round, I had so round 10, I was up paired into tier time miss out on like a horror matchup again. So I lost that, and I was like, okay, if I win my next round, I should be guaranteed bye because I've got the up pair, I've got good res, I've got players who have just cut as well, players who've day two'd as well. I've got like people who went 5-3 on my record. So I'm like,
Mm-hmm.
okay, there's a high chance here if I just win this last round, I'll get the bye. So then again, look at the matchup. It was a horrible matchup, and then somehow claw out the game, my winning in. I was like, okay, we cook now. We have the bye. We have to win. That means I've got guaranteed top 16, which means I have to win one more for the Worlds invite. And then look at the sheet, like the results sheet. It said 21 players in cut. 12 to 21 um, play for top 16. I'm like, oh, okay. And then, okay, I was like, as long as I don't pull like a horror matchup or an extremely good player, I'm fine. Look at the bottom of the sheet. It's Federico Camperosi on Banded Urshifu. It's like, and then we
Yeah.
like sit down, play on the stream, play on the side stream, and it's like, there's not much I can do here. My Amoongus isn't EV to survive a Draco out of terrain. It survives like a bunch of Ice Rider calculations and like such a physically defensive Amoongus. And just like game one, he just led Arshifu Miraidon, and he just Dracoed my Kyogre as I switched into Amoongus on that slot, and it picked up the one hit KO. And yeah, it was like I think I knew at that point that was game one over. And then game two, made a lot of hard reads, got about 50% of them right. But still, like I had to call I think it was the Urshifu switch after a U-turn or a Volt switch. I had to call which slot the Urshifu was coming into and just called it wrong in game two. But yeah, like look at that matchup. Looking back at that matchup, there's not much I really could have done. Like he had my Italian friend Leo was translating to me the Fede stream after the recap stream, and he was like, "Yeah, he would not have known to lead that if it wasn't for Marco Silva and Lucas Chiaribelli, like 2 minutes for the set, just being like, lead this into this, and you'll have it's gonna be such a good position for you." But yeah, like if I play against someone who's an insanely good player with help from the world champion and Latin American international champion, I'm not going to do extremely well in that matchup, I don't think.
Yeah, especially considering the
Yeah.
matchup was
I
pretty
think
bad, all things considered.
Yeah, it's like so close. One spot off, and I'm fighting for my world invite basically. So
Mm-hmm.
yeah, it's so frustrating.
That's why it's so scary to play versus Italian players because not only are you playing versus them who are, pretty good at the game, they grind ladder a lot, so they have a lot of experience out of the matchup. And then they
Mm,
get this chain of like some of the best players in like the world helping
yeah,
them out. It's
exactly. Yeah,
just
I mean, like,
oh
yeah, I played against some of the ill server guys day one. Uh, they were very very good, of course, but I think I had the matchup, or I outled them in both matchups, so in both games. So yeah,
yeah.
Mm-hmm. Oh my god, why isn't my computer spawn? Okay, there you go. Okay, since you said you were on a side stream, have you been on a regular stream before?
not before Bologna, I don't think. Uh, yeah, I should have been streamed at UIC. I was 5-0 at UIC, didn't get streamed. So yeah, but yeah, other than that, nothing
Okay,
before Bologna.
how do you handle like being on stream? Because I know it must like have a lot of nerves, be in front of so many people that are watching you and probably rooting against you. Let's be honest.
Yeah.
I don't think I didn't handle it. That was the thing. I think it's really different, especially like I don't explain it. Just having the bigger screen in front of you as well when you're used to playing on the small screens is much better. But like, yeah, it's a super tangent. But yeah, it's really nerve wracking. Like especially when you're 5-0 as well, going for the winning in. I've been in that position before, and not on stream, and I've gone 5-3. So especially like putting the thoughts in the back of my head that I'm just going to lose this set and I'm going to go 5-3 again was pretty overwhelming. But yeah, I don't think I played very well on stream anyway. That was my worst set of the weekend. I'm super annoyed they put me on for that set. It's because like that matchup, like if the opponent plays really well, is a really rough matchup. I only had a shot winning game two because I feel like they admitted me they misplayed quite a lot of that game, and I got a lot of hard reads right, like the water spout turn one. But yeah, just like it's like any other set. I went 7-1 day one. Any other set, then I would have had a fun stream game that I would actually enjoyed playing. But specifically that set and that matchup is super difficult to play against. So yeah.
Yeah. And the pressure stream obviously does not help
Yes,
things.
yeah. So yeah, I should have won game one. The game two, I misclicked Terra because I was super nervous. It was I'm not used to having grass and ice rider. So I clicked Terra on the ice rider, thinking, oh, grass, that's my Kyogre slot. Then let's just Terra this, and then the Terra plays out. He gets Glassy Glide, and I pumped my fist like, yes, I got the call right. I terrored my Kyogre, and then look over, and my Kyogre's dead. I didn't terror my Kyogre. I terrored my Ice Rider. So,
Oh,
oh,
that's rough. That must be so embarrassing too. My
That's
God.
rough.
Yeah, very rough.
yeah, I
Did
spoke to a
you
couple of friends after that. Yeah,
did
but
you
they
pop off
found
a bit?
I
Go ahead.
popped. Yeah, I popped off. Yeah, you see me pump my fist like as I call the grassy glide, right? And like I get really happy, and then just realize, oh, I've completely misclicked. Yeah.
Yeah, that's
Unfortunate.
really good. West, you're really lucky MDB was not streaming this regional hero.
Oh god, he's gonna go after me. He's gonna. It
He
was the
would
one thing. I
crash
think I've got a message from
out.
someone that's just like, yeah, he's gonna be screaming at me for just completely throwing that game.
Yeah,
Yep.
that's how
You're
MDB
lucky he was
is.
not
He has
streaming
the
that weekend.
craziest reactions.
Yeah, I saw some of the Portland ones. I'm like, what the hell is this guy doing? But it's so funny.
Yeah,
It's
it's
so
funny.
funny. Uh, well, we know it's like all for like comedic effect because like
100%.
MDB is not someone
Yeah,
who's gonna
definitely. Because he's
like
never like
insult
this
someone.
anywhere else.
He won't. He won't come up to the venue and just have a go at me for not tearing my Kyogre.
No, he won't.
Yeah.
Is MDB going to NAIC?
He
Yes, he is. Yeah.
is. He just
Yeah.
confirmed a couple days ago.
Okay, okay.
He ranked me C tier in the European picks, or C minus tier in the European picks, like
Oh,
power rankings.
Which
all
no, no,
right, you
no.
gotta
That's
win
fine.
NAIC now.
Considering that it's MDB ranking you, that is actually pretty good. Considering like you're only on stream once,
Yeah,
and
considering seasons I've been 5-3 at so many regionals. Like, I think
yeah,
it's a fair ranking.
yeah. So
That's
C
good.
tier is honestly better. Probably what you should be hoping for. Just win NAIC, bro. Just win
Yeah,
NAIC.
yeah,
Are you
exactly.
gonna bring like are you gonna
Not that
bring
hard.
something similar to Kyogre Ice Rider? Like,
Well, don't ask that.
good
No,
point.
it's fine. I'd probably bring the same thing.
Yeah, I'm asking it because it's
Uh,
the obvious
I'm
question ever.
considering,
Obviously.
like, I've been considering changing to the French Lunala team. But like, it's 2 weeks out. It was 2 weeks out from the end of Bologna. I didn't start seriously prepping for this since like Friday. I started seriously thinking about prepping for this region for NAIC because I wasn't sure if I got the ticket till Friday morning, so I didn't see any point in prepping if not. But so I've been talking to Kerry a bit about a couple changes for the team. I'm considering some bit far fetched, some pretty good. So hopefully, like Kyogre Ice Rider is such a good pairing. Like I love the bulk on both of them as well. Like how to put it, like it allows me to make mistakes and not be in a horrible position. Like if I made a mistake with Lunala, then I'm in a pretty poor position. If I make a mistake with Terapagos, then
You
I'm
lose.
getting a one hit KO by an Ush for close combat. Or if I get out, if he out position me or anything, then I'm in a bad position. So I just considered it, and it's just like I've got too much experience. I'd be crazy not to play the team or the pairing I cut a regional with 2 weeks before, and it's like the team isn't bad. The team is incredibly good. The only reason I changed the team is if like the new anti-meta team or like the new team that was just completely destroying the team was just one. I don't even know what, like VR or something, and everyone's using it on ladder. But like it's super good until like Zama CSR, and like I don't mind like playing against a lot of Zama CSR and predict a lot of Zama CSR at NAIC and a bit of Ice Rider Maridon. So I think I have good matchup into those, so I can just hopefully try to outplay, But like, yeah, I have experience with changing the teams the week before, and it more often than not hasn't gone well. So I just figured to stick with the team. I hope it
That's
plays
probably
well.
smart.
Mm-hmm.
Just a little quick question: how many points do you need to qualify for the World
Top
Championship? How
32.
many more do
In
you
top
need?
32.
Top 30. Top
I'm
32. Okay.
770 right now. I have 60 for my Birmingham finish, so I need to get top 32 is 200. So that 140 brings it to 910. Top 16 with Locket. 910 isn't guaranteed at the moment, but we are looking to get some points from someone who's been banned. I got second to them in cups. So me and a friend are going to send in some support tickets to try and get points from them,
Wait, who was it?
But
Yeah.
yeah, see how it goes. Max Mortimer?
Birmingham. Yeah.
Yeah,
Oh,
Birmingham. We try and see if we can get the points, but yeah,
that would be so funny.
if it doesn't, I got second to him at like 4 cups this season, so I only need the 2 cups where I got second to him because I've almost filled my BFL. I need 2 more, but of course can't play any cups the rest of the season. So
What just
Wow.
happened?
Okay.
All right, I think we're done talking about your run in Bologna as like a whole. Do you guys want to start talking about Hong Kong, Taiwan, and Korean nationals?
Yeah,
yeah,
and
sure, yeah.
Victory Road. Yeah, there's so much happening this weekend.
Victory.
Okay, so let's go to Hong Kong first, because that's the most recent one to finish. Hold on, let me go. Let's see. Can I make my screen bigger? Okay, there. Now you can see all the teams. Okay. So, Maridon Zamazenta with the screens Volcarona, that won Hong Kong and that placed third at Hong Kong. This is like a restricted pairing that wasn't too explored prior to the event. There's like 2, maybe 3 people running it. But now it just has like multiple good results. How do you guys feel about it?
I
Awful.
think it is really good. Okay, well, let's see.
It's
I
a,
think
it's a,
it's
yeah,
it's
it's
awful to
insanely
play
good
against.
pairing. Yeah,
It's awful to play against, but I think it is really good.
yeah,
Just Zamazenta being so hard to remove behind screens. Now you're getting the defense boost with Chim Pao, and it's just I think it does it really good.
Yeah, very good.
yeah. It's just an awful matchup for my team. Like I'm not excited to play against it. See how many Americans run it next season, or at NAIC at least. So
Just
They
dodge
probably
hopefully,
zero. It's
will.
not
yeah.
that hard. Yeah.
Okay. For some reason, there's 2 Annihilate in top 8. Were they both Scarf?
I
I feel like this one could
like
be
to.
set up. Oh, they are both Scarf. Okay.
No, leave a Scarf. I feel like Scarf Annihilate is really good right now because it's able to say, "Hey, I believe it can OHKO every single restricted outside of Terastallized Terrapagus." If I'm not
And
mistaken.
Eternatus is the only other one it can't, like, KO in one hit.
Okay, so actual restricted Pokemon, the only one I can't KO is Terrapagos Terrastula. And
Nah, attempt is more real.
Giratina
yeah,
cut
Eternatus not real.
event, so you could count in Giratina.
Well, you're not gonna be hitting Giratina with Final Gambit.
Yeah. But then
Anyway,
you could include Calyrex Shadow.
so yeah. So yeah, being able to say, "Hey, Annihilate," I'm just saying, "Hey, I'm gonna 1v1 this really problem Pokemon." Now this thing is gone, and now that frees up another one of your Pokemon really well. Is very very interesting.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, and the thing is, it has like a utility besides Final Gambit. Like you see both of these guys running coaching on there to Annihilate. Basically, it pressures like multiple different plays. Like it could pressure an Oko, but if you try to play defensive, it can also get off of coaching onto like a Calyrex Ice or a Ho-Oh. So suddenly it becomes like really scary.
Yeah.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, it's super threatening. I think it was really good on was it the Top Takes team from NEIC
Yeah, I did. Yeah, Super Manian
24.
and Alex Underhill's team from that.
Yeah, it was super good. Like I made an adaptation to that team, which was putting U-turn on over I think like close combat or something. Which was like again puts insane pressure on, forces them to make an aggressive read on you, and you can even if they like you can just U-turn off and you get into a free trick room switch, and then you're just free, and then you're just gonna go Glacial Lance plus Hyper Voice. So, yeah, it's just such a super good mon. Like even if like yeah,
Mm-hmm. Yeah, agreed. Mm-hmm. Okay. Any other interesting things you guys want to point out about the Hong Kong
Well,
results?
there's a Rhydon in 10th place.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
I think was this Audie's team from Portland. I want to say.
It's similar.
Yeah. I what is Rhydon doing here? Like, your
It's
Rhydon
trying to
you got
matchups
beat
don't even
Rillaboom.
Marai.
have.
It's trying to beat Maridon, but you're like fine into Maridon. I guess like into Maridon screens, you can like with Lunala, it could be like a bit of a problem if you don't position your Rillaboom right, and so you can have a Rhydon just to sit there, and even then it has helping hand as opposed to like a different move. So there's also like a supporting piece for like Urshifu and Calyrex. So it puts on pressure not like immediately by itself, but by threatening its allies to do more damage.
Just imagine like the DJ Khaled meme where it goes like, "What is bro do?"
Yeah, I feel like you said that last
That's just
podcast
what
too,
I think
though.
about whenever I see Rhydon.
Yeah,
I say that every podcast is fine. Um.
yeah, because everyone uses Rhydon.
Wait. Hold on. There's a Yan Mega. Hold on. Go down to 16th place. There's a Yan Mega
No, no,
Sable
no. No.
Venusaur.
Look at
What?
this. Look at this. No, look at this set. Taunt, Gravity, Trick Room,
Gravity Calyrex.
Terra, Mental Orb, Terra Electric, Taunt, Gravity, Trick Room, Calyrex Ice. And then there's this
Does
Did
he
big
this
have
guy
a hit
wild
one.
him?
ability?
No. It
No,
lost the
he
win
just
and
missed.
in for
Um.
invite. Then
Okay.
there's also eject button, Terra Dark, Sableye with no attacks. I'm not sure why it's Terra Dark. They're kind of stupid for that. It, and then yeah, there's a Yanmega, there's a Venusaur. Yeah.
Oh, what does like even Yamega do that other
Okay.
like
It
It
sets
gets
up.
hypnosis?
it gets talent.
Hypnosis.
It gets
Okay,
talented
Sons.
hypnosis as well as speed
Yes, of
boost.
course it does. Yeah.
Sons, what it does here is you could lead Yanmega, Calyrex Ice. You can Tailwind set up a Gravity. Then next turn you could just spam Hypnosis and Glacial Lance, and then there's not much they can really do to that.
Yeah, it
My
makes
real
sense.
question
Yeah.
is, what is the Miraidon matchup? Because
You
Groudon does
get
not count.
you kind of just have to like get Groudon in Trick Room, and you have to like play around the Ursaluna and whatever else they have. I don't know, man. This team is confusing.
I don't, I don't know. What is this?
Yeah, what is this? Like genuinely, like
Why is it mental herb?
since they can't get taunted turn one, since they could like get off gravity guaranteed. Unless your name is Fake Out,
Yeah,
which
like
this team
Incineroar and stuff.
struggles with. Yeah,
Yeah, exactly.
this team is like a really bad Incineroar matchup. Like the only Pokemon that could touch it is Groudon. Even then, it's still getting intimidated. So you could just fake something out, switch out, and then bring in back Incineroar back later, and then you could just win.
Yeah.
I
Yeah.
guess
Just
the
I
thing with
hypnosis. Yeah.
this team is that Swiss was Cole's team sheet, I'm pretty sure, since they would not want to bring in Incineroar here because they think Calrix Ice would be
Oh yeah.
Clam, Venusaur would be Covert, Groudon would probably be like Lorb or something, or AV, which still does well into Incin. So, like, the usual items on these guys would do well into Incin, so that would just deter the Incin.
True.
Makes sense. Yeah.
Um. So I think we just found the GC call for like 8 months from now.
Yeah. If it's not in Champions, of course, or something like that.
Yeah.
I honestly doubt it will
We have a
because we
regular
don't have a
Weezing
release
and
date.
DD team.
Yeah, Weezing Indeedee right here. Yeah, why is it regular Weezing? Like, I guess you don't want some of the Weezing system fairy, but like, what are you weak to? That like, I guess like Zamazenta, which there you go.
I don't think does Heavy Slam even KO Weezing?
There's a lot.
Yeah, actually, yeah, it does a lot. Yeah, I remember when I was using Galarian Weezing in a GC, I'd just get heavy slammed for like 70, 80. See, for the one time I did use Weezing, it was Sash, so it didn't really matter. But
Wait, I don't
okay,
think.
wait.
Wait, I don't think Galarian Weezing gets Clear Smog, so it's the Dozo matchup.
If that is seriously why it is, props to this man. He's funny. Also, Terra Fairy, Life Orb, Draining Kiss, Cowlick Shadow. Uh,
Expanding Force, so like
like to be fair,
3
yeah,
move
like
Draining Kiss.
Size spam teams need Lorb on Cowlick Shadow is my opinion. So I guess they just want Draining Kiss for coverage.
Yeah.
Okay, and the rest of the team looks pretty normal, I'd say. Okay.
Are there any other teams you guys want to talk about? Kind of running here.
Um.
No, not really.
The one thing I would like to
All of
point
them are
out
pretty standard,
is
yeah.
with Nig or whatever, Ho is back. Like, how do you guys feel about Ho? Because like Ho is just like it appears sometimes. I feel like it's not too good into the meta right now with the rise of Kyogre, but Ho is like top 8 on Hong Kong. It was currently number 1 seed going to VR cut. So yeah, thoughts about it.
Sorry, Ho-Oh. Yeah, I feel like Ho-Oh is not very. No, I don't think it's even that good into like the CS or Zama teams anymore. Because a lot of them are picking up that Raging Bolt, and Ho-Oh doesn't have the easiest time through Raging Bolt.
Yeah, there's
Yeah.
too much Kyogre going around as well for the Ho. Like it's such a good matchup for my team, especially with like Maridon as well. Like you just pair Kyogre and Ice Rider next to each other. Like Ho is not getting through 3 or 4 times a Trick Room with it. You know, like
Mm-hmm.
you got Incineroar, but Incineroar just dies to a Water Spout. So
Yep. Well said. Well
Mostly
said.
giving us the matchup lab on every single team that he plays.
Yeah, because he probably knows that team like better than anyone else besides Carrie and stuff. And it's like if we need to ask someone how the matchup is, we can just ask him. Okay,
You
so
can ask West.
now we
I'll
can
just
go
ask
on
Gary. I'm good friends
to
with Gary, but like
okay. Let's talk about Korean Nats. Okay, so what one in Masters? What was it?
the Michael Kelch team inside of Masters,
Okay,
facing down the Zhejiang, um,
Zhejiang. Yeah, I always
Weezing
say
team.
Zizang, but I know Zhejiang.
Yeah.
And then
Yeah.
in
So
hmm
and in juniors we saw was it Scrafty that won or got finals, and then seniors we saw Doza.
okay,
Why
signs
am I still
in
inside the seniors division? Please put me inside the Masters division.
okay, signs in the juniors. It was Zacian Maridon on that one. It is Zacian Maridon, Ursaluna, Iron Hands, Urshifu, and Whimsicott. I'm gonna say right now that Whimsicott probably has Trick Room.
yeah,
Yeah, ain't no way
And
there's an
it is
Ursaluna without
open
Trick
team
Room.
sheet. No,
I
didn't
mean
what's his
Factorio did
name?
it.
Yeah, Fractura. But
Yeah,
like,
either that's really fast Ursaluna or that is in fact Trick Room Whimsicott, which both were kind of weird.
all right, this is a take
I
I've been
mean,
having since like Milwaukee. I think Riley's Milwaukee team would be better if he got rid of the Terapagos and made it an Ursaluna.
Isn't that just his team from Worlds?
that's his Regs G team.
Just be his right G team.
Just like make it like I don't know, man. Make it a Zamazenta or something.
Make it an actual Pokemon. Terapagos doesn't count.
I mean, I
It's got
guess.
expert belt though, so.
I mean, like it has expert belt, which is like you're not hitting things super effective with Terra Starstorm. Just like go like Silk Scarf. Go Silk Scarf or something. Actually, wait. No, but that doesn't
No,
boost
I
after
think the reason
Terra.
for that being his team is really good at forcing pins, and then Terapagos is really good at enforcing those pins.
Yeah, I
Because
guess.
if you
Yeah.
look at like his team, it has a lot of coverage moves.
Actually, yeah. On the Iron Crown and the Miraidon. Actually, did Miraidon have coverage? No, I don't think it did. But
No,
Tropicos has
it
like
had Dragon Pulse and Draco Meteor.
yeah. Tropicos
Riley
had
felt
Earth
naughty that
Power and
weekend.
Dark
He felt like
Pulse.
breaking his rules.
I heard he actually missed a Draco that weekend.
Bro, how are you missing Draco when you have
Yeah,
D-Pulse? Just click D-Pulse if you're afraid of missing.
just so funny. Yeah. So there are
Okay.
some teams I want to point out during the South Korea. I only watched a little bit of it. It got a little bit too late for me. I'm an old man. I go to bed at 10. And
No, you don't.
for our I don't. No, I actually went to bed at 10 yesterday. One of the matchups, it was Sung Jae-jong versus Sejun Park. The Amoonguss didn't have Spore.
What?
Okay, was it losers 3 round or
Sejun did
was
not
it?
have Spore on Amoonguss.
Okay, wait. Which match was it? Was it?
I think it was losers round 2, I think. I want to say.
Yeah, he had the Talonflame.
He had
Oh,
the
yeah, that helps a lot.
Talonflame.
Let's see. Is this one it? No, no, that's
No,
winners round 2.
that's after the
Okay.
drip guy. Um
Yeah, drip guy. Okay, yeah, we can just view this team right
There you
here.
go.
so we have Miraidon with I think that was Scarf Miraidon with Calm Mind, Draining Kiss, Caloric Shadow. Amoonguss with Toxic, Pollen Puff, and Rage Powder. Clefairy with
Oh,
um
wait. I know why that's
Clefairy. I
there.
don't know
It's
what
there
this
for
Clefairy
Tropico's
set is. I
matchup.
don't speak Korean. I don't. Yeah, I don't speak Korean, so I don't know what I don't know what the Clefairy is. The Talonflame has Will-O-Wisp as like the standard Talonflame set, and the Grimmsnarl is Fake Out.
Okay, I do read Korean. It is follow me, helping hand after you protect.
Okay.
By the way, I do not
I
read
thought it was gonna be
Korean.
something like cooking. Oh, you just guessed. Cool.
Yeah, but those are only 4 normal moves Clefairy would run.
So first off, I don't know what this team does into his Zamazenta. I'm gonna be so honest.
You T-wave it, and then you try to go for like big electric move, I guess. If they Terra Dragon, you just Volt Switch out. I don't know.
I don't know.
Actually, the
I
Talonflame
actually
has
do
a
not know what
fire
this was.
move, since if it's Wisp Talonflame,
It's
uh,
Will-O-Wisp.
yeah, so you could just burn the Zama, and then you can like pressure it down with like Calyrex and Miraidon.
Again, I don't think his team is very good. Do not pick up this team. I know Sajin is very good at the game. Don't pick up this team.
No, he just
I
runs
don't
goofy
get how
stuff now.
Talonflame gets to.
No, if he was trying to run goofy stuff, he'd run Pachirisu.
Good point.
He
Yeah,
did Worlds.
yeah, Worlds.
Yeah.
He'd
No, but
probably
he would
just do it
still be
again.
running it.
Oh yeah, fair.
Yeah, I don't know. Again,
Okay.
the team went 1-2, so like I don't think it's very good.
Yeah. Oh wait, it went 1-2. Okay. Let's talk about what won seniors, which is Sneasler. It's
Just
Sneasler,
save me.
Sashgiri, Specs, Fairy, Mirai, Lorb,
It's
Calyrex,
Assault Vest.
Assault Vest. Assault Vest, Mirai, Diglett. What is bro doing? Is bro like that one team from Reg G? Wait, never mind. It is. It is.
No,
It's basically the same thing, but with Calyrex
no, but
Shadow
what
over
this is.
Goldengo.
So Westy played this person on stream. They're known as Pearl online. They
Yes,
got
yeah.
finals of the first VR tournament with this team.
Oh yeah. I remember because I picked up the team and I went Scarf, Volt Switch plus Endured Toxic Orb on Tatsu. And then you just psych up the Dondozo of Calyrex and then you win. It was
That's
hilarious.
insane. Um,
That's the GC tech, by the way. By the way, guys, that's the GC tech. No one's gonna see it coming.
yeah, yeah, the GC Tech in 8 months.
Yeah.
Um, yeah, yeah. This team is. I hate this team. I hope it gets set on fire. Um,
On the contrary, it's evil, but I think I like it.
how do
After
I lose this?
NAIC, I might start
See.
testing out something similar because I feel like Dondozo is a weird place in the format, but I think it can work right now.
Yeah,
Okay.
yeah. I think people need to innovate with it though.
Yeah,
Like, it needs to have.
exactly.
Yeah,
Okay, people. I don't think people should innovate with it. I don't think we need Dondozo to be viable. I hated this fish.
I need a good result at Worlds, and if Dondozo is what's gonna give me a good result, then fine, I'm gonna do it.
Oh God.
Okay, any other teams from
Yeah.
Masters you want to
So
talk about?
the issue with Masters right now, there's probably some other like really good teams that just have not got that we just didn't even talk about because the teams are not out yet. Um, but again,
Um,
Pagos was all over the place.
yeah,
Pagos
I
was like all over
swear,
the place.
I hate Pagos. Pagos can go die.
When we see more of the CSR Zama, we see more of not CSR Zama, we see more of the Maraudon Zama.
Okay,
Also,
that's
something
Zhang
interesting. I don't think we
Microcalf.
saw a single CSR Zom on stream. I don't think we saw a
Because they
single
don't run
CSR
that
Zom on stream
anymore.
across both days.
It it's Japan or Korea, whatever. So they don't run that. Let's see, what's
Jesus.
this? What is this right here?
Oh,
Iron
so we
Treads
have
Amoonguss.
Miraidon, Calyrex Ice.
Oh wait, I think I get it. You can like rototiller or whatever it's called with iron treads, the steel roller. Uh, you
yes,
remove
you're
the
Like a
earlier.
steel
terrain.
roller and then spore
You
something.
remove the terrain, and then you go into a Moongus and you spore.
That's really funny. That's
Yeah,
probably Life Orb on the Iron Treads
yeah,
because
life
that's
orb
such a
with like
prominent
high
strategy. You don't want to get
horsepower
locked in.
and knockoff, I assume.
Yeah.
Yeah, this team cannot fit EQ. Okay, what else is there?
Probably horsepower and Iron Head.
Um, let's see.
We don't talk about the what Wilford's doing in matches.
Okay, no, we're back
If
to the
you know, you
same
know.
team. Yes, I know. He was kind of based for that. Why are they all running the same
Okay.
teams? This event is so
So yeah,
boring.
everyone in Korea was running the same team.
Yeah, they're all running
Yep,
MDB.
same
They're
team.
all running MDB. Look at this. Look at this. This is an MDB mirror, but with different ground types.
Oh, hold on, no, I'm sorry, the team that got finals, I think had Whimsicott over Grimmsnarl on the MDB team. The team that won.
Yeah, it
So
was
just Luca Paz's team.
Yeah.
Oh no, I'm thinking of the Ding team. The better, sorry.
It's kind of like no, it was Whimsicott over Grimmsnarl and the Landorus is over the Ursulina.
Mm-hmm. Oh, what item is the Urshifu? It's Surging Strike's Jet Taunt.
Choice band.
No,
Oh, if it's
bro.
taunt, that's probably Mystic.
Yeah. No way it's lore, but you know, it wouldn't be lore because they're not running CC.
Yeah, that was crazy.
Oh my god, there's people driving right outside my
Uh,
house there blasting some loud music. My god. It's some goofy stuff. Like, bro, can y'all be quiet? Bro, I should probably record this, but whatever. I'm still doing podcast, okay. So, Taiwan is the next one to talk about. We don't know much about it, But Connor, do the honors of saying what won.
Hard Trick Room. We had
Oh
Hard Trick Room and
no.
Dozo win inside the same weekend, and I hate this format.
Yeah.
So, in
This
my
format is
opinion, here's
officially
my take
bad.
on Hard Trick Room. Here's my take on Hard Trick Room. If there is a Hard Trick Room team that can beat CSR Zama, it is going to be the best team out of the format.
Hmm.
Oh,
Because
wait, then now
once you
I'm
get to that,
cooking.
because we're scary close, and we're scary close, everybody. We are too close to that.
Oh, I'm running a hard trick room team that does actually beat CSR Zama if I get the right calls. Like, as in calling, like, when the Calyrex Terrors, when they switch in, like, Instant or something.
Yeah.
Turns out, Ogie Dogie in Trick Room kind of just rolls that team. Like, I'm not
Yeah,
kidding.
it's just
It rolls.
guys, guys, we're getting way too close to this. Like, we're getting way too close to Hard Trick Room winning AI.
I wouldn't be
You got
surprised if
Rocco's
it
going,
did.
right? Rocco's running it.
Yeah,
Rocco
Rocco's
is
rerun.
going, yes, and Rocco ran
Please.
Al
Okay.
Creamy.
Yeah, so he's running all creamy, which is what I do when I see Hard Trick Room in finals. He's no way.
Uh,
It's crazy. But I wouldn't be surprised if it won, though.
was it Iron?
But with that
I think
said,
it's not like
Rocco's not
Iron
going to be the one to
Volcanic.
do
That
it.
team was
I
crazy.
could see Rocco making top cut, but I don't see him going further.
I mean, like he cut. Was it VR top four?
Yeah,
So
VR
VR
top
top
four.
4.
shot. Yeah.
So, there we don't have any other. Well, we had another team that I'm not able to find. You might be able to find it, Caitlin.
Oh, yeah, I can go find it.
Basically, there was this team that got top 4 by Z Banded. I think that was their name.
Yes.
And they had.
It was the team that won
What
VR
were
not
they?
too long ago. Is it? No, but it's
With
No,
similar.
it's
Farrig over
Yeah.
Farrig over Chi.
Yeah, for some
yeah.
reason
It was
that sounds really
no.
stupid.
It's for Brigger Vachia than Ursula over Iron Hands. This is kind of like one of those
Yes. Yeah.
like offensive kind of with Caesar Maradon being kind of one of these like offensive um balance teams that I'm actually quite a big fan of. But I don't like the combination of Ensign Whimsicott and Farigoraf. I think that's just too passive.
Yeah, exactly. Like, I get you bring like one support to a game, and then like, you're too restricted to Urshifu unless you're facing Trick Room, in which case you bring Frigoraph, Ensign, Calyrex, Miraidon. Uh, but like, yeah, you have like I feel like your offense is too linear almost because you only have 3 offensive pieces that you're bringing to most games. So if your opponent like knows what to do against Calyrex, Miraidon, or Shifu, they can win the game pretty easily.
Yeah. Yeah, but
Mm-hmm.
besides that, I can't find any other team. Yeah.
Yeah, that's why the original team is better because Iron
Um.
Hands, like Furgraph, is kind of the check on this. But as said on the original team, Instant was what gave the Trickroom lines. Since you can have Iron Hands as a Trickroom attacker while also having like being like an actual offensive threat, you know?
Anyway, so as MDB used to say, this team is terrible. We saw Jonathan Marston make a team report only because MDB said that his team was terrible and it won VR.
Yeah,
Uh,
uh, yeah, that is absolutely funny. Michael Kelch is a funny man, I'd say. Also, this made top
he
four
says what we
at
all think.
Master at the Korean Nats, whatever. This made top four, I think, something like that. Yeah.
Yeah, it
So how do
was
you guys think about
Murat. It's
this?
Maridon, Whimsicott, Iron Hands,
So,
Instant,
what terror is
Ogerpon,
Iron Hands?
Oh,
Terror bug.
Terrabug.
Terabug.
Good.
And we see Calyx is the other. Calyx Shadow is the other restricted. I
Yeah,
kind of
with
like
natural
this.
claws.
I'm someone who I really like the 3 of Iron Hands, Instant, Maridon. I use those for a lot at my Milwaukee regional team, which Wes, you tested that team out a little bit.
Yeah, it didn't have a Mungus. It didn't have a Mungus. I need a Mungus.
It doesn't have a Mogus. No. Yeah. Just being able to say, hey, fake it. Just being able to put your opponent in a situation because this format does not have a lot of protect Pokemon unless your name's Westy. So
Yes.
so being able to double fake out's already super oppressive, and now you're getting hit by a Miraidon Volt Switch or like an Electro Drift or even like a Dazzle or Draco, and it's just you're taking way too much damage while not being able to dish anything back.
Yeah.
I feel like it's very interesting.
I'm not the biggest fan of two glass cannons on the team though. Like I feel like one of your restrictions needs to be bulky. That's why I like Maridon Ice Rider. So one is a glass cannon, able to deal out massive damage, not take it the best. Whereas like you then finish the game off with Ice Rider. Whereas I feel like if like they just take too much damage, they're too squishy. You
Too
know, like
squishy.
they're not getting through enough turns to produce their full value basically. Whereas with like Ice Rider with Kyogre, you're getting like at least 3, 4, 5 turns of attacks with them. Whereas like I feel like you get two, maybe three with Miraidon and Miraidon and Shadow Rider.
Okay,
Yeah.
so
Makes
I
sense.
definitely do agree, but the thing about this team is they output so much damage is that's basically their defense. Because you can fake out turn one, they can't really do anything to stop it. You get off an attack, you get off another, then they have like two Pokemon left, and then by that point they don't have the tools to knock out your Miraidon or your Shadow. Like at least that's a thought process.
Yeah, I guess makes sense.
That's
Yeah.
not exactly what happens in every game. Like a lot of Zamazenta teams, they can probably deal with this kind of like a constant barrage of offense, but that's basically what it's trying to do. Is make up for the bulk with just constant output of power.
All right, going on to our next topic that we have written down. What restricted has fallen off the hardest since Milwaukee? There's one correct answer, and that answer is
Koraidon.
Lunala.
Really?
Okay, explain the
It is
Is that
Koraidon.
Lunala.
incorrect? I have not seen a Koraidon in cut. I didn't think there's any cut Bologna. I can double check that.
Uh,
I
There
feel
was.
like it was there
There was like 5, I'm pretty sure.
in
no, I
Bologna.
don't see any. Let's see.
Yeah,
There's
there was
Francesco Rossini with Maridon
Oh
CSR.
yeah, two.
Yeah, and then there's
Justin
Lunala.
They
Like
Surratt.
were
the Combine Lunala teams can go, you can hurt themselves. I'm being serious. Like I hate playing that on ladder, and that's like,
Whoa!
and that's like all
yeah.
I see on ladder.
Whoa!
All I see on
I
ladder
also
is
hate the
CS or
French. Whoa.
Zomirrors, Terapagos, or Combine Lunala. That's literally all ladder is right now. It is genuinely so unfun to
Yeah,
play.
it's so draining. The NAIC prep is so terrible. It feels like the
Yeah,
world's prep.
this is genuinely the worst prep I've had for any event ever. Like yesterday, I said it. I'm walking in a team and I'm just quitting prep altogether. I'm just gonna roll up
Yep.
with a ring a ding a ding a ting loo, and then I'm gonna see how I do.
Fair enough. Yeah.
Fair enough. um, yeah. So I'm gonna give my explain why I think Lunala is probably falling off the hardest. Um, because I feel like I don't like the Calm Mind. I don't think that the Calm Mind set is at all good. And I feel like it had a harder fall off than Koraidon because Koraidon was never at that like super high level that Lunala was at.
Yeah, I
Like we
guess. Yeah.
saw
Just looking.
Lunala
Yeah.
have what 3 out of 4 top fours, something like
Yeah,
that.
Lunala had a lot.
Yeah, Milwaukee, right?
Yeah,
Yeah,
then
three
at
out of four.
Milwaukee,
Yeah.
I think the highest place in Koraidon was top 16 if I'm not mistaken.
Yeah, 12th, 14th, 5th, and 16th.
Mm-hmm.
So yeah, I think Lunala's fallen off the hardest, and I feel like there's just better Pokemon than Lunala.
Ice Rider.
Okay, since
Shut
the thing
up.
about this setup restricted is that you have to pick. It's basically a mid off. You either want to pick Tropicos or Lunala, both of which are pretty mid at setup. Or I guess they're like good at setup, but they're like, you get what I mean? Like without the setup, they're just kind of mid mons, you know.
Yeah,
Yeah.
they're doing no damage. Yeah.
That said,
Uh,
Lunala at like +1 or +2 can like Oko my Amoonguss and my Zama, which I found very annoying. But good luck getting that thing to +2.
Yeah.
I was testing out a bit before the Lunala combine before Bologna, I was considering make a last minute change on like the Tuesday before. It was like, what? How does this like beat CS Azama? Like you like they force terror, they go like Behemoth Bash, Heavy Slam into you, and just taking ridiculous amounts of damage from it. Like it was a big thing from my Utrecht team. It's like my winning in Utrecht. It was like I didn't know how much Heavy Slam did to my Lunala. I lost a game off of that, which is just like it does so much damage. If you're just forcing terror with CSR and or Chempao,
Mm-hmm.
and it's just doing good to like especially Sword of Ruin Heavy Slams could do ridiculous damage to you over time. I mean, you look at Theo Times, I think it was top 16 set.
Yeah.
Like he almost lost that game one because he was just taking so much damage from. He would have lost that game one had he had his opponent not predicted him to protect. If his opponent just doubles up Lunala, he just loses on the spot, and it's just like, yeah, that's not like a strategy I'm comfortable with playing. Is like, if you're gonna take so much damage and then not, it's especially like I think he got flinched turn one. He's not gonna have any offensive output without a calm mind. So yeah, it's just not like offering enough whilst also being a good pick in return. You know,
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
like you get so much more offensive pressure by using a CSR or an Ice Rider or like something that has a spread move quite early on, and like its value just adds up over time. Whereas I think Lunala, you have to pair it with something that allows it to have value. Does that makes sense?
Mm-hmm. Yeah, which that's kind of why I don't like the Crydon with the Lunala, Calm Mind Lunala. Because Crydon, like,
Yes,
it
yeah.
doesn't help Lunala defensively, like, at all. Because it doesn't give it Electric Seed or a Spore immunity. And then, like, it just doesn't do enough for Lunala to help the setup, you know? That's why if you want to run,
Mm,
like Calm Mind Lunala, you probably go Miraidon. So, which that team's quite much better, but at the same time, like into CSR Zama stuff, as you said, it's really bad. Like if you don't position your instant perfectly, then you're kind of cooked.
exactly, yeah.
Alright, yeah. I'm someone who's a big Calyx Shadow fan. I brought this mod to Atlanta while you were still trying to go to Civil, Westy. I was trying to get you to play CSR. Just the
I'm not
ability
touching
that's
that mon. Not touching that Pokemon. I'm not playing speed ties. I refuse to play speed ties. In a format where there's so much speed ties, no speed ties.
You know what?
alright.
That actually that is a very good point, and that's probably why. It's part of the reason why CSR or CIR Kyogre is pretty good. Is there two restricted that don't really play many speed ties. Like since you're Tailwind on your Calyrex, I
Yeah.
assume you're not min speed.
I'm not min speed now.
Okay, since you're not
I
really
played
playing any speed
once.
ties.
Yeah, I played one speed tie, um, which was on the Kyogres. It came up like round four, and I don't think it won me the set. My opponent didn't notice it was a speed tie till after the set. They were running like Zama Kyogre, and pretty much I needed my Kyogre to outspeed their Kyogre to get a Thunder off, but because I thought they'd go Thunder, but it turns out they didn't have Thunder on their thing. They had Ice Beam, so it didn't really matter, you know. But yeah, I love it. It's no speed ties. I've not played a single speed tie apart from that one over that weekend. I was super happy with that. It's like I love having the bulk on the mons, being able to take attacks, and just not having like to worry about. Oh, does my CSR? Do I terror my CSR this turn to make sure it gets or make my opponent have to read it and go body press into it, or do they double it with Astral Barrage, or do they protect? You know, it's just I don't want to play that game. I want to play big damage, big spread move, get into Trick Room, big spread move, or Tailwind, big spread move.
Here's
Mm-hmm.
my take on the metagame right now. That CSR Zama is so dominant that it feels like either you play CSR Zama or you lose to CSR Zama. But if you play CSR Zama, you still lose to CSR Zama because of speed
Hmm.
ties.
Yeah,
Why is
exactly.
CSR Zama so good?
Okay, since I feel like that that's part of the reason why the format overall seems so unhealthy. Like you have speed ties, you have all these setup based teams, and then like the best team that's not either of those, it's CSR Zama, which it's the best thing in the format. And so if you want to bring CSR Zama, you have to deal with beating other CSR Zama, and that is like actually the worst thing ever. Like I've been testing CSR Zama for a while. None of the mirrors feel good. Even if I win the mirror, it just feels so weird to play. You have to play absolutely perfectly, get so many reads, win so many speed ties. Just
Also, it's just not fun.
yeah, it's not fun. This
This feels
format
a
is not
lot like
fun.
if do you guys remember so back in regulation all of you guys played back then, right?
Yes.
Both of you guys.
Yeah.
Um Rain. Why like the fact that Rain got discovered day one as the most broken archetype and the best team built and the best way to team build it made it so toxic, especially in like the early regionals. Because I felt like either you had to play Rain or you had to lose to Rain. Because you just put the best Pokemon, which is exactly like CSR Zama. You put the 6 best Pokemon on one team, and now you just win.
Yeah.
Yeah, I wish I played Rain that format. I think if I had soloed Rain for what was it like 3-4 months, I would have done incredibly well. Like I played P2R, so I don't think that was the best. I like the team, but like I think Rain was 100% the best pickup.
Yeah. Rain is just
Because
the
here's the
best
thing
thing in
is with
that
Rain.
format.
The thing is with Rain was it actually got discovered close to day one of the format.
It
Whenever
was
people
day
were like,
one.
okay, let's build Rains.
But my
Yeah.
locals, my first local as a master, I had 3 of the top 4 players. Like I think it was Matt Maynard, Max, and Taryn Birdie were just running the exact same Rain team, and you were just little me running. What was it like? Clefable Balance, like with like the Volcarona and the Swords Dance King Gambit.
Mm-hmm.
It's like I found that it's easy.
There's
That's
so
the
many
fact is
people
Rain got
running.
so dominant that people had to start using worse Pokemon to be able to be able to beat Rain. Like we saw what was his name? Micah, I'm not even gonna try and pronounce that last name. He was running like Ninetales, Cohen was running Ninetales, I ran Ninetales. The fact you have to run a bad Pokemon like Ninetales Alola just so you can beat Rain is just so stupid. There's
And
just no
Ninetales is
it's
good. Ninetales is
Ninetales
great.
Ninetales is
I mean,
not some
yeah.
broken Pokemon, I guess. It's
I mean,
not.
It's not
in
compared
a
to the
vacuum, it's not very good.
feel like it was just a really good meta pick until it was good in the format, you know.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But
I
then
mean, like
Charizard
Chua
popped
got
up.
second at the first regional with it. Yeah. Oh yeah, Charizard. Yeah.
Yeah, Charizard just kind of popped up, and then Ninetales kind of died.
yeah.
I ran Ninetales on my Como. Oh, don't let that be forgotten at
Oh yeah,
Toronto.
right. That stupid Como team. Oh yeah.
Dude, I'm inside this call.
What was Charlie
Um,
running it too? Was that the one Charlie was running?
Charlie was also
I
that one.
feel so mad about our sack set because yeah, he adapted well game two, but I even Mar Chaldon to live the +1 clangers from the Como from that team, so I can have a matchup into I guess the spaghetti Como stuff. But then game one, I
Yeah.
got crit by Clangorous Soul, and then I lost the game on the spot. Yeah, because I was running Stalwart Archaludon, so I EV'd it to live the Clangorous Soul because it was my counter to Como, but then it just got crit like from full health.
Yeah.
To be fair, I'm not too mad about that set because that gave him the opportunity to adapt game two, and then he won because he adapted well. But like, oh my god, if that crit didn't happen, it would have been so much different. That the sack run was so difficult because I was playing the best players, and if your name was not Stewart, I was getting hacked every single match.
Did you hack Stewart?
Yeah. I mean, we guess we got equals hacks on the Dire Claw sleep, but then I got para onto something. He says it was hacks on my part, but like we had equal chances of hacks. My hacks was just more important. I got para onto
Hey.
something with T-Bolt from Archaludon, and then oh yeah, and my Archaludon lived a double up of +1 higher horsepower, Shadow Sneak, and a +1 Grassy Glide and Grassy Terrain with Miracle Seed and Max Attack. Somehow,
Alrighty.
yeah.
So all right. So anyone who's Westy, have you seen Tub Takes?
This week's one.
No, just Tub Takes like in general.
Yes, I've seen it. Yeah.
Bolt Beam, have you?
I watch it occasionally. I haven't been keeping up with it. I've been too busy watching like X3 and whatever.
So they have this thing at the end of podcasts where they do calc is right.
Okay, so
So I only have one. I only have one this week. I'm gonna give out the calc. You guys gonna have to say if it fits inside of this damage range. Okay,
okay,
like percent damage range. Okay.
Cool.
All right. So this is -1, 252 attack, life orb, Terrifier, Koridon, Flare Blitz into max HP, max defense, bold, Eviolite, Scrafty, and Sun. How much
Scraggy.
damage does Flare Blitz do?
Oh
Greg,
my god.
Greggy, whatever.
Okay, I'm not gonna get this.
-1.
And
-1.
-1.
Terrifier.
Terrifier, yes.
You better
Terrifier.
not be
Okay.
calcing it, by the way.
Yeah, don't start
70%.
calcing it. Okay. Whooping.
I want to say like somewhere around 60.
All right, so Westy got it right. It was 69.4% to 82.8%.
Ah, I forgot Scraggy is like not
Yeah.
bulky at all. I'm pretty sure they don't even run
So
HP
yeah.
investment. They just put 252 into both defenses.
Yeah.
For
Yeah, because for
Endeavor.
endurance, yeah. Endeavor, yeah, that's what I meant. Yeah.
Okay, so this is also the last podcast before NAIC because I don't think we're gonna be recording one the Thursday before NAIC, right?
No, because I'm flying out Wednesday at like 2 a.m. So unless you want to record something in the next 2 days, then no.
All right, we're good.
Yeah, I'm gonna make it.
All right, we're
Okay,
good.
since
So
I'm gonna make up for the lack of podcast
I want to
upload
give.
with a different upload that I'm gonna post like on final Sunday or whatever. I'm gonna just pre-record something, schedule it, and then just chill. So yeah, no podcast
All
next
right, so
week.
I want to give out. I want to give out one last thing. Who is your guys' predictions to win inside the Masters division for NAIC?
Liam Westland.
I
Okay,
ain't winning.
well,
I'm getting
all right,
top 32 max.
all right, so
Who win?
you cannot pick Liam, okay?
Yeah, I
Because
know
that's the
that was a
obvious answer.
joke,
We
by
all
the
know
way.
Liam's gonna win.
That
So,
was satire. No diss, by the way.
so I'll
That's
give you
I'm
guys a
not gonna
second
win.
to. I'm gonna give you guys a second to think. My current bet right now is gonna be on Francesco Piopera. Francesco, I don't know how to say his first name.
No, he's running
Um,
Tropicos.
Really?
He could go. No, he's running
Yeah.
Tropicos. Yeah, he's not gonna win because it's Tropicos.
okay, well, I think he's bound to either win or have a really deep run with this.
Yeah,
With
I agree on the deep run part. Yeah, he's definitely gonna have a deep run. I feel like that's just an undeniable
because
truth
he
right
is
now.
because he is an incredible player, and the fact he just runs bad Pokemon like Sinistra is like, and that he could still make some pretty deep runs. So if he goes back to running good Pokemon for NAIC, probably has a really good shot of winning.
Mm.
Yeah,
I
I
think it
feel
was a
like
meme one. This
Sinistra.
one, Bologna.
I feel like Sinistra is
Yeah.
pretty good on like the Miraidon Tropicos stuff, just because he can't really run Rillaboom. So I guess that's just kind of the next best option, or Amoonguss, yeah. But he's so experienced with the Tropicos. He's been running Tropicos for all Reg G, all the Reg G run back, and all of Reg I. So I feel
Well,
like he's gonna
well,
make a deep run.
he ran Calyrex Shadow. He ran Calyrex Shadow
I
in
swear
Reg G
Francesco
one.
Pio Aparo was one of the biggest Tropicos guys.
He played Brick Break Ogrepon.
Ugh.
That's where our Brick Break Ogrepon meme started. Westy, who's your pick for winning NAIC?
Theotimus out. I think he's had a very, very good season. He's gotten 2 top 4s at regionals. He's gotten the top 8 EUIC. He got fourth at Bologna. I think he's on no top. He got third at Bologna. I think he's like he would have had a deep run at Dortmund if I didn't knock him out.
Crazy.
I think Yeah, he's had an incredible season. He's like what? I don't know where he is in the EU right now on the CP
I think
standings.
he's fifth. I think he's
He's
fifth.
pretty high.
Yeah, he's top 8 EU. Yeah, I think he's kind of, I don't know to put it, like he's faltered at the final hurdle quite a lot, but I think he's a very, very good player, and I think he at minimum top 16 this event, considering how well he's doing with Carmine Lunala at the moment. I think also it will translate very well over to NA meta right now. I think he'll do incredibly well into that. So yeah, I'd say Theatai Misao.
Okay, so I'm gonna
Colby?
go for a pick you guys probably wouldn't expect me to say, but I'm sorry, Liam, for this one. But I think Federico Camparosi actually has a really good shot of winning
100%.
NIC. Like he's a very consistent
100%, yeah.
player. He's like always on the top of the ladder. He's always consistent, like doing well. Last season, I'm pretty sure he did well at NEIC, if I'm not mistaken. And I feel like he's gonna keep up a good run. He's probably at least gonna make top 8.
We saw him at NAIC last season. He got top 16, but the only time he was on stream, he just got absolutely smoked by Juan. I'm pretty sure it was a 9-minute set. Was how quick it was.
Yeah, it
Juan
was
just
like CSR.
destroyed.
Was
It
it
was
day 2 or day
CSR versus
1?
like Koraidon, right?
This is day 1.
Day 1,
It was
yeah.
day 1. I want to say it was round 2. Like really one of the early rounds.
Okay, I'm gonna pull it up right now.
Federico was playing a really like protect the king game versus Juan, and Juan just killed his Calyrex like really early both games, and he just forfeited the moment his Calyrex went down.
Yeah, okay. Let's see. Day 1. Yep, this might take me like a minute or two to find, but it'll be fine. Let's see, is this one Federico Camparosi?
Yeah, it's a great.
That's
So yeah, if
Juan
you're
Solero versus
no, I don't
that's
think it's round 2.
Lucas.
No, it's a different Juan. It's like Juan Orland, or no, that's Justin Burns versus Giovanni Costa.
Hold on.
I don't remember which round it was, and it was like pretty early.
Actually, there was a.
You can check if you go up. It says
Oh, yeah.
streamed day 1, day 2.
Oh wait, yeah. That's actually pretty useful. Yeah. I
Oh no,
forgot
it was
about
round
that.
8. Never mind,
Round
I'm
8.
lying.
Oh wait, yeah, I remember this match. I was watching it with my dad. The Gastrodon, Koraidon stuff. Yeah. Oh, I remember
This
that.
was
He got
the fact-
rolled. That was
It
not a
was
close
so
match at all.
fast.
Yeah, it was fast. Juan played it really well. Yeah. Yeah, he got
The
cooked
fact that
beyond belief.
Koraidon players were coping so hard before Worlds last year. It was so funny. They all ran like the same team. Like they ran the exact team Juan was running, but they added Ditto over Gastrodon. And the fact that they have just no Miraidon matchup is just so funny.
I
You
guess
just
you can claim like
watch
Raging
them play.
Bolt. Oh hey, look at who it is.
Yeah, it was like I played the team a bit when
Hey, can you scroll down?
Vikram did well with it. Yeah,
Can you
it
scroll
has
down
an
a little
awful
bit?
Maridon matchup. Yeah.
Let's see. Is he in here? Okay, he's placed 18th.
Ace 18th.
Hey, can you scroll down to seniors and specifically get out the 7th place?
By the way,
Thank
Zekrom
you.
on the screen. So yeah, Zekrom did something at NIC. I don't really know. Anyways, they don't have 7th. Oh yeah, Oh yeah,
Thank
right. You're
you.
using Koraidon and Gothhotel. Yeah. Because
Gothhotel.
you're really into the goths, aren't you? You little.
All right. Okay. You could chill with that. Shut up, Westy.
I mean, am I wrong or am I wrong?
You're wrong.
Oh, by the way, fun fact about the Raging Bolt that won NAIC in seniors. That is the Raging Bolt I used at Los Angeles. The same Raging Bolt, like as in like the physical Raging Bolt.
I have his Amoongus on my Switch. I have his mate gave it to me for I think UIC. Yeah, I never gave it back. I've got MLK Junior, the Amoongus.
Sure, I name mine's that going into
Josh is
NAIC.
so perfect. I love Josh.
Yeah, Josh's nicknames are hilarious.
I didn't want to use it, so I just bred my own one.
I remember the nickname
They felt
was
like
the
MLK,
Raging
the
Bolt,
junior.
though.
Yeah.
His Raging Bolt was named Kashimo, I think. Because it was Santino's Raging Bolt that I used for LA, then he told me to trade it to Josh, and then look at what won. Also, did you guys hear that Did you guys hear that Kale Sandberg like placed top cut? What? I forgot what regional
Atlanta.
it was.
Atlanta.
Atlanta, yeah.
Was it? It was the one with where you used Ice Rider Balance team that I used at UIC.
Yes, Ice Rider
Uh,
Balance. I know it had
it was
Ice Rider
before
and
Seville.
Bolt.
It was
Because
before Seville. It was the one before Seville.
he lost top 32 or top 16 to a Draco miss on his part. Which honestly kind of sucks.
His name. Daniel
Yeah.
Yu, who went on to win the event.
Oh yeah,
Vancouver?
right. He did
Or
play
was it
Daniel
Atlanta?
Yu.
It was Atlanta, yeah.
Yep. Oh my god, that event would have been so different. We would have not had an Iron Crown mirror in finals if that Draco just landed.
Draco's in game 2, not game 3.
Okay, so any final
So,
touches you guys have to add?
Tropius is cool and the podcast.